Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Embers archive. Tonight, we're diving deep into a tale that defies expectations. A story of forbidden power, unwavering duty, and the extraordinary choices that reshape a world. It's about magic, love, and the courage to see beyond what you've been taught. Imagine a kingdom Eldoria, where blood magic is the ultimate sin, hunted ruthlessly by the fearsome After a devastating war, pure elemental magic is all that's allowed. But in the shadows of the capital, a young healer named Sorina secretly practices a gentler form of this forbidden art. An orphan with an incredible gift of empathy, she uses a single drop of her own blood to mend wounds and soothe fevers that stump the most learned physicians. Her life is a tightrope walk, her gift a curse that could lead her to the stake. Then, a new horror sweeps the city, the Crimson Fade. This plague resists all healing, draining life, leaving behind pale, lifeless husks. The Inquisitors are convinced it's the work of a powerful blood mage. Leading the hunt is Kaelen, the youngest and most feared Inquisitor, his heart hardened by past tragedy. He sees only black and white, purity versus corruption. His investigation, spurred by whispers of an impossible healer, leads him straight to Sorina's door. Picture this. Kaelen bursts in, finding Sorina tending a sick child, her hand glowing with a soft, crimson light. To him, it's irrefutable proof of her unforgivable crime. By the authority of the Holy Order, he declares, his voice cold and absolute, you are under arrest for the practice of blood sorcery. But before he can even bind her, a cry of pain, one of his own men, Reese, collapses, already succumbing to the Crimson Fade. The other Inquisitors recoil in fear. Kaelen is frozen, watching his friend begin to die. Sorina, her voice urgent and pleading, says, "Let me help him. I can save him." Kaelen is caught between his rigid beliefs and desperate hope. With a barely perceptible nod, he gives his consent. Sorina kneels, pricks her thumb, and lets a single drop of blood fall onto Reese's forehead. She places her hands over his heart, and a warm, crimson light envelops him. Kaelen watches, sword in hand, expecting a dark, corrupting ritual. Instead, he sees life flowing back into his friend, color returning to his cheeks, his breathing stiff. The magic isn't a violation, it's a gift of life. A stunned whisper escapes Kaelen's lips. "How?" Sorina explains. "My magic gives life. The Crimson Fade takes it. It's a twisted, hungry form of blood magic I've only read about in forbidden texts. It's a parasite." In that moment, Kaelen's black and white world shatters. He realizes his hunt was a mistake. The plague isn't the work of a mage, but something far older. And this woman, this criminal, is the only one who truly understands it. In the quiet of Sorina's home, she reveals the truth. The plague is an echo of the old war, a sentient corruption seeking to consume all magic. Its source? An artifact hidden in the sunken city of Althazar, the last bastion of the ancient blood mages. She's the only one who can feel its pull, the only one who can track it. Kaelen makes a choice that will brand him a heretic. He won't arrest her, he will escort her. Their journey becomes a crucible of suspicion and necessity. He, a man of rigid discipline and cold logic. She, a woman of deep empathy and quiet intuition. He sees danger everywhere. She sees life in every blade of grass. They argue, they challenge each other, but they are forced to rely on one another. When corrupted beasts attack, his sword is her shield. When he's poisoned, her magic is his only cure. Slowly, he begins to see the compassionate woman behind the feared sorceress. She begins to see the wounded soul behind the ruthless Inquisitor. One night, by a small fire, Kaelen finally opens up about his past, the fire and screams that defined his life. He admits, "All I have ever known of your magic is the pain it causes, the lives it takes." Sorina, soft but firm, replies, "Any magic can be a weapon. Inquisitor, a fire can warm a home, or it can burn it to the ground. The magic is not evil. The choice to wield it with hatred is." He looks at her then, truly looks at her, and sees not a monster, but a healer who chooses to give, even at the risk of her own life. They finally reach the ruins of Althazar, a city sleeping at the bottom of a deep lake, preserved by ancient magic. In a chamber of black stone, they find it not a mage, but an obsidian heart, a pulsating artifact, weeping black, corrupting tears, the source of the Crimson. As Sorina approaches, the heart speaks in her mind, showing visions of her ancestors. Revealing her true lineage, she is the last descendant of Altazar's royal line, the only one with the power to command or cleanse the artifact. But they aren't alone. Kaelen's bitter rival, another Inquisitor, bursts in, eyes burning with ambition. The power to control all magic. Step aside, Kaelen. I will claim it for the Order. Kaelen draws his sword. His choice, absolute. He will not let this power fall into the hands of a man who would use it for conquest. He will defend the woman he has come to admire, to carry for. As Kaelen still clashes against his rivals, Sorina places her hands on the obsidian heart. It tempts her with promises of immense power. But she thinks of the child she healed, of Rhys's returning life, of Kaelen's quiet strength. She makes her choice. She pours her own life force into the heart, not to command it, but to heal it. It is an act of pure, selfless sacrifice. A brilliant crimson light fills the chamber, a wave of pure life magic washing over the corrupted artifact. The obsidian heart doesn't shatter. Its black surface cracks away, revealing a pure, glowing crystal within. The plague is broken. Sorina collapses, her own life force dangerously depleted. Kaelen, having defeated his rival, rushes to her side, catching her in his arms. They return not as Inquisitor and prisoner, but as partners. Kaelen faces the High Council, not as their loyal soldier, but as a reformer, declaring their fear had blinded them to the truth. He uses his new influence to protect Sorina and begin the long, arduous process of changing the law. Days later, Sorina stands on a balcony overlooking the recovering city, Kaelen at her side. Her magic is weaker now, a quiet echo of what it once was. But for the first time, it feels like a true gift. Kaelen, his voice now free of its old hardness, tells her, "You showed me that true strength is not in purging what we fear, but in having the courage to heal it." Sorina smiles, leaning against him, "And you showed me that even the most wounded heart can learn to trust again." He takes her hand, his touch a promise of a new future. The last echo of blood magic had not been an ending, but a new beginning, a song of hope for a world finally ready to listen. And in the heart of the Embers archive, their story was preserved, a testament to a love that had healed a kingdom. What an incredible journey, right? It really makes you think about judgment and understanding. If you love this tale of magic, courage, and unexpected alliances, hit that like button. Subscribe to the Embers archive for more stories, and let me know in the comments, what's your favorite story of redemption? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.